Welcome to another episode of the Online Prosperity Experience podcast. You're about to hear your host, Prosper Taravinga's powerful digital marketing strategies and actionable tactics that you can use right now. Prosper has helped more than 50,000 people from over 10 countries to create meaningful businesses that are profitable and enjoyable. Listen to this podcast so that you too can build your own business with less stress and overwhelm. Let's get started.
The 5 business concepts all coaches, consultants, and small business owners should know. Now, I got a question for you. Are you struggling to get more clients, or have you gotten sick of cold calling businesses and maybe sending direct messages to randoms just so you can get leads online? I got to tell you something. Growing your own business is tough. You're probably calling potential clients and having them hang up in your face, or you're sending out hundreds of emails without getting much of a thanks for reaching out, or wasting thousands of dollars maybe on ad spend and without generating qualified leads. And sometimes it can actually feel like no one wants to buy what you're selling. And when when you actually rely on your business, like most of us are, so you can pay rent and put food on the table, it can actually put an enormous strain on your emotions. And you're always terrified of having to give up on your dreams. And sometimes 9 to 5 doesn't seem any bad after all. Not that I'm saying that the 9 to 5 is bad, but one thing that I know is marketing to other business owners is somewhat of a challenge. And obviously their needs are actually different from those of maybe B2C or private customers. So your approach as a coach or consultant should actually be tailored to the market that you're bringing out there. So as a coach or consultant, you would also know that if you're selling to corporates, or if you're selling your services to bigger enterprises, that's where most of the money is at. But also, since B2B is actually a specialized marketing niche, there's several concepts that you need to keep in mind. And if you want to target this audience successfully, you really want to be doing things differently than if you're selling to mom and pop shops, or if you're selling to everyday individuals. Now, you could actually be thinking to yourself, now, how can I actually grow my consultancy or my business to compete with the bigger players out there? And let me tell you, the biggest problem as an entrepreneur, marketing is just one aspect of running a successful business. You're going to need to hire people that sort of clean up after you as you go. You're going to need people to balance your books so that you look professional and you're actually making a profit, and you need to be driving growth within your business. And it actually feels like a constant balancing act where you're pulled in multiple different directions all at once. And at the end of the day, your real goal is just to help your clients, and you want to spend as much time as possible, changing people's lives and solving problems. You don't want to waste countless hours each week trying to navigate the complex world of online marketing, and you certainly don't want to spend yet another minute on the phone having to beg people to hire your services or to buy from you. And let me tell you something. Fortunately, you don't have to. I don't. And I still have a long list of clients who want to work with me. And it's not because I'm a genius, or it's not because I'm a master of persuasion either. It's because I follow a simple system that works. So, like I mentioned, if you're gonna tailor your approach to each and every business, you will have you will create a business of your own that's profitable and enjoyable. And there's several concepts that you need to keep in mind if you really want to target the B2B audience successfully. Now, let's start off with the different approaches that you need to have from a B2B perspective versus a B2C marketing. All right, because not all marketing is created equally, because when you're marketing to consumers, it actually just requires appealing to their emotions, and you're offering solutions to common pain points. And they really like simple messaging that highlights the benefits and solves their problems. That's what each and every one of us is out there doing. Whereas business owners or people that are working within an enterprise, they too have their own pain points, and most of them are to do with them retaining their job and to look good. Okay, so it's totally different from Sally, who just wants to solve a particular problem. So business owners also have problems and pain points, and a whole lot of them. And as any business owner could tell you, they're also going through stuff that needs, your services to help them do and have a happier existence. But however, the products and services that appeal to business owners are based more on a logic front than on emotions. They want solutions that are tailored towards either efficiency and a resource conservation. So they want things that help them make profit and save money. If your product, your courses, your coaching, your your consulting, your training, your information, your expertise is helping people save money and make more of it, then you will be the right kind of person who can solve their problem. And you still, let me tell you something, marketing to a human being, because the ultimate decision is not made by the business, it is made by a person. But that person is responsible for making, first of all, cost-effective purchases that can actually affect the company's bottom line and the ability to serve their own customers. So you want to be asking yourself, what could help this business grow, and how can I become a part of making that vision a reality? So whatever you are putting across to B2B customers, it has to actually be serving them and their customers, so that they see value in whatever it is that you're putting out there. So business concepts that affect customers will be totally different to the ones that accept B2B customers. Okay, so no matter if your business caters for maybe fintech professionals or maybe a large enterprise, each client requires a strategy that is tailored to their industry and business goals. No people will listen to marketing that is not directed at them. So the focus these days, maybe it could be on startups, and with some let's say in the way things have been happening these days, there's new businesses that are popping up each and every year, and the average job creation rate for new business is between 2.5 to 4 million new jobs. So that's a substantial market to tap into, because if you're, say, a sales coach or you are a wellness coach, all of these people that are coming into these new jobs in the startup sector, they're going to need your services and they're going to need your expertise, and you need to tap into that. And all these new entrepreneurs, they're going to need solid advice about remaining competitive in the digital age. All right, so how do you then, as a coach, consultant, or small business owner, compete to get this business? Some of the things might actually be so far-fetched or so different than what you've learned in the past. And one thing that I can bring across to you right now is an acceptance of your own mindset, and also an embracing of the new working environment. Because let me tell you something, guys, business is actual hard work, and especially true when you're actually building your own brand and trying to make your mark. However, it's also fun to plant a seed and watch it grow as you serve new clients and solve new problems. So you want to enjoy the journey instead of being too hung on the outcome and the result. Because if you're not doing well or feeling well, you can't produce the best results. So you want to make sure that your environment and your workspace actually showcases the lifestyle that you want to be living. When you look at workspaces like Google or the lifestyles of entrepreneurs like Richard Branson, you'll see that having fun at work actually supports their creativity and innovation. So don't just look at what results you are producing for your business, also look at your mindset and your environment and how that is affecting the results that you're bringing into fruition. And you want to also remind your clients to actually carve out a slice of time each and every day for themselves and their team to relax so they can reignite the passion that actually led them to finding that startup in the first place. Because people are after freedom, time, and money. And if you cannot showcase that you are going to be, affording that to them, then hey, what is it about you that they're gonna want to learn? Okay, because anything like NLP or all the other modalities of consulting that can be taken off of a textbook, or any other consultant can do it. What is it about yourself that would be aspirational for the people that want to be, do, and have a happier existence? So you can actually then leverage it into your marketing platform, and this helps you create content in times where you're not just talking about your business. You can actually be talking about the stuff that you're doing and the cool and happy existence that you're having, and it actually then steers your brand to a particular lifestyle or demographic, because all of these people are seeking a happier existence. And if you can showcase to them that your work environment or your lifestyle has been afforded because of your principles and your processes, guess what? These people will definitely want to know, like, and trust you. And people do business with those that they know, like, and trust. And while you're playing out there, because obviously we all know that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, you need to be learning to recognize opportunity in the things that you are doing out there, because some people wait for opportunity to come and knock on their house's door, whereas successful business owners are able to recognize and seize opportunities where others only see challenges. So you could be out playing golf or playing tennis, and then you see somebody who's going through a problem that you can actually have a solution to. That person will be open to listen to what you're saying, because you're in an environment that is able to make them relax. So you can actually start taking advantage of that particular lifestyle or demographic, because people that like certain things or think in a certain way hang out in different places. Okay, so when you're creating a new business, or if your clients are creating a new business, there are always challenges. And creating a new business opportunity can be as simple as finding new ways to solve common problems. Okay, so you want to obtain your customer reviews through maybe targeted campaigns, or just talking to them while you're out there in a relaxed environment. And you can actually start turning your hobby or your side hustle into a thriving business. Because if we really look at it, Facebook or any other places that we are using to generate leads, they always change their algorithm. I mean, it was just a few weeks ago, Facebook announced a change to their algorithm, and it actually caused a gnashing of teeth, or maybe pulling of hair, and cries of dismay amid brands that depend on Facebook for free traffic. What they meant is, you can't depend on that platform to be the generation of leads. You need to be maybe out there and actually talking to people and helping people by actually helping them. So you could be using email marketing, maybe to get reviews or things like that. But when using a targeted email campaign, it is most important to pick the right email marketing service for your needs. Okay, and there are options where businesses that send multiple emails a week, all the way to options where you're a mid-sized business where you need more marketing tools, not just a basic email service. All right, so you want to be able to control your audience, and part of being a successful professional means knowing what tools will help you achieve your goals. So instead of just counting on social media, you can actually start growing your email list. And as a coach, consultant, or small business owner there, you'll be able to more objectively recognize opportunities of expansion and improve the way you speak and connect with your clients. And for all this to happen, you really need to have a vision, a mission, and a plan. Because if you're just gonna spray and pray with your marketing, hey, nobody's gonna be able to have time to listen to you because everybody else is busy. Okay, so having a vision, mission, and a plan. These three concepts are often lumped together and used, interchangeably, but they're really different facets of a comprehensive business strategy, because your vision is an ideal of the type of business that you want to create. What are your who are your customers going to be, and how will you be doing business with them, and how will you be conducting yourself so that you can positively impact their lives. Now, your mission is the overall and objective for turning that vision into reality. Say, for example, that your vision is to help maybe your customers cut costs, which obviously will improve their bottom line and enable them to invest more and expand on their business. Your mission then creates a framework, for the reasons and beliefs behind why you want to help your customers become financially viable. And your plan then consists of all the concrete steps and milestones for reaching your business objectives, and the strategy that you're going to be using, and how you will put that plan into action to realize your vision in a way that is aligned to the rest of your mission. All right. So each and every one of these things is going to be the direction that you need, because if you're just gonna like you're driving anywhere else, or going anywhere that you need to arrive, you need to put the address of where you're gonna be going to in the GPS. And without direction, or without an address, anywhere that you're gonna arrive is logical, because you haven't put a direct address of where it is that you want to go. And you need to have a lot of focus as to the people that you're going to be helping, and you need to focus on building those customer relationships. Okay, the thing is, when you're playing in the B2B space, these markets are ripe for attracting long-term loyal customers. And if you know how to reach and retain them, then you definitely will have a business for life that is profitable and enjoyable. So it's about building mutually beneficial personal relationships with the people that you're going to be working with throughout. And a lot of coaches, consultants, and small business owners spend 5 times as much attracting new business as they do to keep the current customers happy. Yet, up to about 85% of their revenues are generated from upselling, cross-selling, and incentivizing their existing client base. And through strategies like maybe account-based marketing and incorporating digital marketing technology like what Live Long Digital does for you, you can actually create highly targeted and personalized campaigns that are designed to bring in specific clients so you can serve them well. And this actually provides you with much of a return on your investments, and clients who actually know, like, and trust you. And when people know, like, and trust you, they definitely would spend a whole lot more with you. But I want you to keep in mind, when building these customer relationships, trust is a really big part of it. Just make sure that you take all the security measures that enable that your customers' data and information and intellectual property is protected and safe. Because just one simple cyber attack where your customer's personal data ends up in the dark web or is stolen can actually destroy that trust and reputation in a matter of seconds. And above all, just keep the golden rule in mind when you're building customer relationships. Treat others the way that you want to be treated yourself. Okay. And while you're doing that, you're creating relationships of people that will now pay, stay, and refer. And remember, the value of time either on your part or on your customer's part, and you want to use it wisely. Because let me tell you something, even though time may be a man-made construct, but it doesn't diminish its value or the sense of urgency that is created when you're running up against some sort of a deadline. So all the resources we could squander in our life, and on our journeys to have a happier existence, time is the one that is non-renewable. Okay, and once it's gone for good. So consider all the missed opportunities because you lost track of time, and all the hassles, and whatever aggravations that you might be going through. So you want to manage your time wisely by planning your days, your weeks, your years, and setting goals and milestones. And do the same by not wasting your clients' time. And if people want certain things done, you want to communicate that effectively, okay? Because this will help you become more efficient and effective while you're allowing yourself to let more joy and work within your daily life that we were speaking about earlier on. And remember, your goal is to be successful as a coach, business owner, or as a consultant. And if you're successful in your own terms, you should also have some sort of balance in your life, because if you can use your time wisely and create a business that turns a profit, then you can also use your wealth and propel yourself into using that profit to help others be, do, and have a happier existence. And with the time management skills that you learn, you actually then be efficient and be useful to the people that you're going to be approaching and reaching out to. So all in all, your business is your brand. And when you predominantly engaging in the B2B sector of trying to maybe sell your consulting, your training, your information, your expertise, or some paid speaking gigs, you have to approach each client how you'd want to be approached. Although there's a science to this whole digital marketing, it actually involves human touch, and that reaches your customers at the heart of where they actually are on their buyer's journey. So our focus is on providing you with timely, actionable information and resources that you can make your marketing efforts produce memorable results. And that's why I'm inviting you to come and check out the Online Prosperity Method, because it is a simple system that I've developed by just throwing away the stale marketer's rule book and adopting a cutting edge new approach. Okay, and it has helped me scale my business from 0 to 450 clients in just 6 years with a staff of only 16 people. And I've been able to live my dream lifestyle, travel the world while supporting my growing family. And the best part about the Online Prosperity Method is that it can be adopted at any scale, in any service business, to 7 figures and beyond, or whatever success means to you. And I can show you, how to use this system and skyrocket the growth of your service business. Okay, now I want that you have a queue of dream clients who will climb all over each other to give you money. And this is actually possible if you maybe schedule a call with me and we can have a chat in order for you to be, do, and have a happier existence. Bye for now.
Thank you for joining us today. If you have any questions, let's continue the conversation in the Live Long Digital community. Become a Live Long Digital community member today. This community is for ambitious entrepreneurs and small business owners with the drive to take control of the future of their businesses and achieve huge success without stress and overwhelm. As you heard, Prosper can help you by teaching you marketing strategies that work. So look no further than the Live Long Digital community of entrepreneurs and highly successful business owners. Join our community today. Find us on www.community.livelongdigital.com.au. Network with other driven entrepreneurs and find the expert guidance you need to take your business to the next level. www.community.livelongdigital.com.au